Hi, welcome to Video Friday, and my name is Pamela Ewuta. So, what are we going to be talking about today on Video Friday? It's some deep conversation rooted in psychology. So, I've got my notes. So I'm not going to be talking off on the top of my head because there are research that have been done. So, it's good to state it as it is. So, today we're going to be talking about attachments. Attachments in relationship, different types of attachments, and how it affects relationship. And so, what is attachment? So, attachment is an emotional bond that impacts individuals' behavior all through their lives. And so, we have attachment styles, we have different styles. And so, attachment styles are characterized by different ways of interacting and behaving in relationship. And so, in the attachment, there are two types of attachment. Broadly speaking, the insecure attachment and the secure attachment. Insecure attachment is a psychological phenomenon in which parents don't develop healthy bonds with their children, and this affects their brain development well into adulthood. Insecure attachment, psychological phenomenon in which parents don't develop healthy bonds with their children, and this affects their brain development well into adulthood. And the opposite of insecure is a secured attachment in which the parents are able to develop healthy bonds with their children, and because this also affects them well into their adulthood. And so you wonder, why won't a parent or a caregiver develop healthy bonds with their children or the wards that have been kept under their care? Because they too have their own issues that started while they were growing up as well. And you will know that in everything that we do, our characters are formed not as adults but as children. We are formed, our beliefs, our experience form us, what we have experienced, what we have gone through. And so if the environment in which we were born, we were raised, we were nurtured is stable, secured, then we have secured attachment. And if there are other imbalanced issues, it affects our attachment. And what are these attachments? Like I said, they are emotional bonds that impact our behavior. You see, in relationships, there are some people that are so secured in their skin. They are secured in their relationship with their spouse. They pursue intimacy. Their environment at home, they have secured environment. They are raising their children with love and consistent support, love, and everything is consistent because they are secured and they have secured attachments. So they have developed that through the years. But for people that are in the insecure attachments range, where they have developed, they couldn't develop healthy bonds either with their parents or their caregivers, which is not their fault, is the environment they were born into. So we have three different types of insecure attachments. We have the avoidant attachment, the ambivalent attachment, and the disordered attachment. The avoidant attachment, as a child, may have grown up being wary of the parents. You didn't have a close relationship with the parents, and as an adult, avoids intimacy because it doesn't know how to cling to people. It's like, I'm my own person, I'm on my own. I find fulfillment in myself. Not that is a general statement I've made. There are secure people that are fulfilled like that on their own, but this is avoiding connecting. Remember, attachments are emotional bonds. Then we have the ambivalent attachment. They are wary of strangers. As children, they were wary of strangers. They would rather find solace with their primary caregiver or their parents. And growing up as adults, they form this clingy. They are clingy to people that says, I love you. And when the relationship ends, they're like, my life is all gone, because they are seeking love and acceptance. Then there's this disordered attachment. In the disordered attachment, this person grew up in a confused and apprehensive environment where there is love and laughter today, and the next minute there is anger. And so the child grew up not knowing what emotions was right or wrong. And so now the child is all grown up. He cannot even analyze his or her own emotions. And so they lack recoping mechanism. And so they are not able to function very well in relationship with others. And so we have the secured attachment. The secure attachment, the great parenting, positive emotions as growing up as a child, and growing up and becoming an adult, enjoys relationship, is in a secured environment, a secured relationship, is able to share, enjoys intimacy with his or her spouse as a result of how he or she has consistently grown within a positive environment. And so we tie this into our relationship as parents, and we tie it into our relationship as spouses to each other. And I want to ask you, how is the environment in your home? How is the environment in your relationship? Are you running a secured environment for your children? Are you consistently giving them positive reinforcement? So sorry, the light went off. So, what kind of environment are you raising your children? What kind of environment are you within your relationship? Whatever toxicity that you carry as an individual from your childhood trauma days, it's going to seep into your relationship. So my question to you today is, or I want to give you an assignment. I want you to think, introspect, think about you, yourself. How are you? Think about your childhood days, your grown-up days. Were you in a stable and secure environment? And how does that translate to your parenting style now? And how does that translate to your relationship with your spouse? Are you in a secured environment? Are you experiencing a secure attachment? Are you training your children to have secure attachment? Because that is the best thing that we can do for our children, to train them in a healthy and loving environment that they too can grow up and live in a secured environment. What kind of marriage are you modeling? What kind of relationship are you modeling to your children? Is it secured? Is it clingy? Is it an avoidant attachment? Is it an insecure attachment? Is it a disordered attachment? You need to be able to understand what these emotions are, and you'll be able to identify them and find a solution. There's always a solution for everything. That is why we have therapists, we have coaches that are experienced in this direction, psychologists that are experienced in this, so they can help. There is no need taking further the pain and the toxicity to the next generation. Today, think about your relationship. Check your relationship. Check your parenting style. Are you positively, consistently dishing out positive reinforcement to your children? Or are you on an emotional roller coaster where today or this minute we are happy, we are sad for no reason? Find solution. If you need help, find help. Get one so you can raise your children in a loving environment, so you can enjoy intimacy. Because all this depends on the type of attachment that one experiences. It affects your need and your want for intimacy. Everyone needs intimacy. Everyone should enjoy intimacy. But because of some internal demons, I call them internal demons, everyone have got one or two internal demons that they carry inside, that they need to deal with. If it's not dealt with, it will fester, it will grow, and it will become a monster. And we do not want a monster in the society or within our homes. So make time. Sit down with yourself, introspect, find out who you are, your experience growing up, and how it's affecting your relationship and how it's affecting your parenting style, so that you can raise healthy and well-stable and secure children who would then become parents in a stable and secured environment. So that has been our topic today. I've tried hard to really to summarize it. There's a deep research done by some psychologists. I would give them credit at the bottom of this video. So enjoy a lovely weekend. And remember, your relationship matters to me. Enjoy a lovely weekend.